3. Moving next to Amnesia, the Bunker. I was surprised at this one. It wasn't what I was originally thinking here. And this releases today on June 6th. Now, the gameplay you were seeing here is the demo, and the demo is available on Steam to download. And it is available on PC as well as current gen and last gen consoles. It is not available on the Nintendo Switch. It's developed and published by Frictional Games. It's identified as a horror FPS and survival game, which it is at that. So yes, we do have some gameplay. This is on the Steam Deck again. And I am using crypto utilities at default. I have a lot of 4 GB of VRAM for my Steam Deck. And I have Fidelity FX FSR, super resolution enabled. And with Decky Recorder, which I'm using, the frame rate is capped at 60. However, without Decky Recorder, I did experience the same frame rates. And I am on battery for this one the full time. And let's see, this one would not run on its own. So there's something you should know. If you're interested at least in playing the demo, there's something you should know. For the Proton driver, I had to force compatibility with 8-3, GE Proton 8-3 with a program called Proton Up QT. It's also known as Proton GE if you need to do a Google search on that. The current one as of today is Proton 8-4, but I was using 8-3, and I was averaging upper 50s for frame rate. I did have the occasional dip to the 40 range. Overall, great experience on the Steam Deck, I will say. I digress, though. Let's talk about the story. You are stalked by some creature of the darkness in a World War I bunker, and in the demo, you don't see... Well, you don't think you see what that creature is, but I could have sworn I saw this hand crawling around Richard. I went, wait, what is that?
Did you play the original Amnesia at all or not?
No, I did not. I did not. What
Okay.
did you? What did you think?
I didn't. My brother did, and he swears it's the best game he's ever played from a storyline standpoint and from like a creepy gameplay standpoint. And I remember like the gameplay mechanic was like when these monsters come at you, you can't look at them, right? So you have to turn away, and that kind of adds to the atmosphere a little bit. But I don't know what this one's going to be about or anything.
And speaking of the story, you immediately are captured within this dark, scary, almost terrifying, at least not yet, but it's getting more terrifying, this atmosphere. If you take the time to collect the letters and read them, you understand more about the bunker. And I really appreciate that. In the Fallout, like in Fallout 76, if you sit there and read the computer terminals, you learn more about where you are. And in this game, even though you're not reading terminals, you're reading letters. So I love games like that, where you get an account from other people that have been there, and they talk about this creature and keeping the lights on, so that the creature doesn't like the light. And as much as you'd like to have a gun in this game, you do have a gun, but you only have one bullet in the barrel. You have to use one in the demo at least to open one of the doors. And I completed the demo. I didn't have to use the other one, but just having only one and not knowing what you're going to see in the dark. Yeah, I kept the lights on for this one. I'll say my verdict here. I kept the lights on. And
yeah, games like this, I scream like a little girl, right? I jump, I do all that stuff. It just is not for me.
you just don't know, because you take on the role of a French soldier, Henry Clement, and all you have is that one bullet in the barrel revolver gun, and you can hear in the gameplay a noisy dynamo flashlight, and it does not stay on long. And then supplies are also scarce as well. And we talked about this in our May 26th daily gaming update. So this is on my wish list to get.
So
I enjoyed the
let me
demo.
ask you,
Yeah.
on the original, the thing that kind of kept me from playing the original Amnesia is they'd have these scenes where the screen would kind of like warp in and out as you're moving around, and I just could not handle that. It made me nauseous. I was like, "Oh, this is terrible. I can't play through this." And my brother tried to force me to play through it. I couldn't do it. I just like, "Jake, I can't do this." Did you playing this demo? Did you have any of that like wavy, kind of trippy in and out screen thing going on, or did they get rid of that?
I at least didn't have it in the demo.
Gotcha.
I don't know when it occurs specifically. Maybe it's if you see this alleged creature
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think it
when it
was like when
happens.
you're, yeah, in the old one, it was like when you see the creature, I think. And that's why you had to like turn around and not look at it, and from what I remember, and things
Okay.
like that. I don't know. As I said, Amnesia, the first one, was my brother's favorite game. He swore by it. So,
I
um,
did see a setting though where you can enable or disable that. I
okay.
recall it being shaky camera. You can disable that. I
Gotcha.
would need to
Gotcha.
confirm in the settings. Someone may know and can put that in the
Yeah, if
comments.
someone could leave a comment, that'd be great.
Yeah. Though it's worth picking this up. I am intrigued to play more of this game and go deeper into the
Yeah.
bunker, so to speak. Yeah, and that is our segment for Amnesia the Bunker.